Well, that wasn't part of the plan. Hi everyone, welcome back to Eleanor's restoration. As you can see, my drive shaft doesn't fit through the subframe. I'll put in a very quick clip here of when the old one came out. So I just assumed because the old one came out, that the new one would go in, but it's obviously marginally bigger and it doesn't fit. So rather than get annoyed about it, all I'm going to do is just cut this clip here on the pot end. I've got more clips there, I've ordered new clips. Cut that, lift the casing off here, being careful not to drop all the ball bearings. Feed it through and then just put the clip back on. That way I'm not having to shock off C-clips or anything like that, and it'll be fairly straightforward. You might have just seen there what I've done with that is wrapped it in bubble wrap, just because when I put it through the subframe I don't want the paint to get scratched and everything. To be honest, I will put another coat of paint on it when it's ready to go in the car anyway, just touch up, because it will get scratched and probably dusty with line for a while. So this is just to try and minimise anything, because it will rub until it's attached to the gearbox. So this took quite a bit of time, because as you can imagine, bubble wrap, you get a bit carried away and pop away for a wee while. So yeah, that was fun. You need to have fun. Getting them back in the right order. They're obviously two different lengths. So the long one is the right hand side of the car, short one is the left hand side of the car, or if you prefer, driver side, passenger side. Right, so we've got sitting in the vise there. All this up here has got an order, that's why it's easy when you come to find it. Right, hub's built up as we know. Once it's in the drive shaft, you'll see the washer and everything's loose before it goes on, but once it's on, it's all held tight. It's all designed to be held tight. And push it as far down as you can, but it doesn't really matter as long as it's all sitting correctly, because when you start tightening the castle nut down anyway, it pulls itself tight, so there we go. So there we go. Just make sure it's sitting level, all the splines are in, there's no any damage, but so top of the hub here, cup washer, castellated nut, whatever you want to call it. It's a fairly hefty torque setting on this, as you would imagine, because it has to be tight to keep it on. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tighten it down with the socket set just now, and then when it's on the subframe later on I'll torque it up properly, because when it's all sitting and I'm able to jam this with a pry bar and get some help, I can tighten it a lot better than I can sitting here on the bench on my own. I'll obviously try my best not to go near the gator, because the gator's not to be damaged. Hopefully the grease will hold these in place while I get it through. So there we go, plan B worked. Should have been plan B, A, but learn from my mistakes, folks. Right, so ball joints attached, upper and lower, clip back on, and then the same on the other side. So here we are, the this side at least is installed. Still need to torque everything up because my torque wrench adapters went missing along with loads of other things here. I think the borrow's at work, but I've got everything tightened. I just need to torque it to the right torque settings, which I can go around and do last, to be honest. I'll torque and grease everything up once it's done. So yeah, this bit's on here. This was a 5-minute fix, just replacing this dog ear clip thing. To be honest, I ordered a batch because they come in handy for, they're universal. And as you can see, it's no big issue. So I've just to do the same now on the other side. And it's just really fettling to get everything how I want it, how I like it. On my Facebook group and the other Facebook groups just now, you see people on their projects are having just niggly little problems, and it just shows you on these cars nothing ever goes smoothly. And if you get one niggle one time, you know how to do it the next time to avoid the niggle, supposedly. But yeah, nothing ever goes to plan, or not everything goes to plan anyway, so it's just a case of trial and error a lot of the time and learning by your mistakes. And walking away when you get mad. That's the best advice I could offer, which I've had to do many times. So yep, that's this side done anyway. I'm just going to go and do the other side, but I'm not going to film that because you've seen it already. And then we'll get back to you once that's done. Right, here we have it, both sides in. Took a wee bit of wrestling to get both lined up. It was very tight, obviously because of the sitting of this, but got there. So that's that side in. The other side in. What to check that, you know, when you're at this stage is just that everything turns. Because when I first turned this, the wee clip on the CV, this bit here, stuck out a slight bit and then it was catching on here. So it just tapped in slightly, but it's better to check this now, otherwise when you're driving you'll catch a clip on here and it'll either rip the clip off, or when you're driving you'll get a so yep, just double check everything when it's here. So that's them on, just hand tight, well not hand tight, wrench tight at the moment. I need to basically wait on this adapter come before I can fully torque it up. So I've got a few things I need to do after I've done bits and pieces, and I've done myself a wee reminder, Adam Campion style. So that makes sense to anyone following the project, but you can imagine someone walking past the house and then they read this, especially that part. I think not only is he speaking to himself and speaking to a phone, but he's now putting strange things on the wall, so I had a wee chuckle to myself there. But yep, that'll do us for that bit. Like I say, we've just to do those odds and ends. We can now start looking at getting the calipers on. Right, so we'll end the video there. Quite a short one this time. The next one will go into the building the brakes on. I thought I would keep it all good if I can just keep all the brakes in the one video rather than just split things up. I've done shoutouts before, and so has all the other mini guys, and I love shoutouts because there could be channels there I'm missing, and there has by other people's shoutouts. I thought, well, I'll have a look at that, and every one of these mini channels is great because they all bring something different, and the more the merrier. I love sitting watching them on my laptop phone. You know, they'll come on and I'll say, oh, I'll watch that. So there's been a few new additions in the last wee while since my last shout out that I now subscribe to, and I'm just going to pass them on because if you enjoy mini videos you'll enjoy these guys, so give them a shout, give them a subscribe. So first one, a lot of people know anyway, is Piper Doug. comments a lot on other people's videos in relation to the mini channels and the car channels. He is the Mad Scot on the Prairies. Really entertaining to watch. Really good at building things, fabrication work. So, yep, I'm looking forward to your upcoming videos, Doug. You never know what to expect next. And yeah, really good. Really enjoying them, mate. Mini Madness. Ben. He's been doing daily updates up before Christmas, and he's given us regular updates from his decent sized work shed barn in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, give him a check. It's been stripping down his mini at the moment, and he's just now got the rotisserie and looking at the rebuild, so that'll be good to watch. Adam Campion recently started as well. I'm glad he's now sharing his videos with us. Really enjoying them, mate. Keep them going and gas off. Minimanshed, another Scot abroad. That project looks fantastic. You've put your heart and soul into that, and I wish I'd been there to follow it since the start, but your initial video was really good, and I'm looking forward to updates regarding that. So yeah, check out his channel. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.